Here's a recap of the Global Jam for Baylor men's basketball. They lost the first game to Italy 88-77, and it was their first game without a 4 or 5 games overall. They lost to Canada 69-67. These games against these opponents are under 23 teams, by the way. Baylor lost to Brazil 73-71 in a round robin. Then there was a semifinal, and Baylor beat Canada 93-87. But in the championship game, they lost 77-73. But I will say, in that championship game, they would have gone to overtime normally in the college setting, because Keontae George shot a three, the ball hit the rim and bounced up, and the other guy Brazil guy touched it. And we know that's goaltending in college, but FIBA rules don't have that, which I think is ridiculous. But what's even crazier is the referees in that game were a little bit questionable at times. I mean, 20 free throws made, 20 free throws to 7. That's a huge disparity. And Baylor did actually have a chance at the free throw line with D'Antoine Grimes to tie the game when Brazil fouled. He made the first to be only down 1, but missed the second. Then Baylor had to foul. And obviously Brazil made the next 2, and Keontae George's shot was. But then after the should have been goaltend normally in the United States version, and not in FIBA, then they had to foul. Brazil missed 1 free throw, but they made the other one, and it didn't matter from there. I know they only went 1-4 in this, but that was without 4 guys. Langston Love didn't play. He tore his ACL before the season began last year, so he's getting back. Adam Flagler had off-season surgery on something I don't remember. LJ Cryer had surgery on both of his feet. But all 3 of those guys, they should be back before the year. Jonathan Chachua is still out, obviously, because he tore his ACL back in February. So, that's kind of I don't. We honestly know he was not going to play. The question becomes, when does he play again? I don't know if it's worth it or not to play him when he could technically take a redshirt year, and if it comes back in Big 12 play, maybe you don't want to, but I don't know. It just all depends on what happens. But I am very encouraged by what they did, despite the 1-4 record, because they played good in most of those games. As you can tell, it was close in most of those games when they lost. So I think if they would have had 1 or 2 of those for sure, guys should be back. Should be back. Except Jonathan Chachua, they possibly would win the game. And Keontae George played to the level that I expected. He's a top 10 pick coming up for next year's NBA draft. Keep an eye on that kid. So that's very, very encouraging. I know he had a lot of turnovers per game, 3.6, but he's not going to be asked to do that ball handling stuff like he did when Adam Flagler, LJ Cryer are available. And it's great to see the new guys get some playing time too, like John Grimes, a transfer from the JUCO level, Caleb Lohner, Jalen Bridges as a transfer as well. I mean, both those guys, as well as Josh Ojuwona. He played good too. And I know the referees in those games were questionable. Very, very questionable. And I don't know why they called the stuff the way they did. But, Anyways, I want to give a recap on that. And I know it's not a gold, but silver is better than bronze. Like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys later. Let's get me up to 400 subscribers or more by the end of this year.